Okay, we're going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we're going to start the webinar for SendMyAd for August. Just waiting for a couple more people to come in. All right. Well, welcome to the SendMyAd August Tips and Tricks webinar. For this webinar, we're going to go over some new features that we have added to the portal. It's the some sectioned data that is added to the issues, such as a theme text field, a circulation text field, and a printer dropdown. We're also going to showcase the new tasks and notes tool, as well as some controls over ad sizes on reservations, and some information about adding some additional pre-flight instructions and verbiage. If you need to see, if you have a problem seeing the screen, there is a zoom button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen that will expand image to cover the full screen. If there are any questions, if you can just ask them at the end of the webinar, just type in your questions and in the control panel, and we'll go over any questions you may have. All right, so without further ado, we're going to start our demo for today. All right, so the first thing we're going to go over today is the section data. And the section data is something we added in our last update, which is can be found in when you go to a publication. I'm going to just go to this publication here. And for each issue, you can now add some. There are some new fields. One of which is the theme field, where you can, for example, enter, the fall issue or spring issue or whatever theme that issue will have for that particular issue. You can also add a circulation for this particular issue to it, and the amount of prints for this particular issue. And you can also have a printer drop-down. In this case, I have two printers that I can select for this particular issue, and then of course you can do that for each issue. You can have its own printer. Now, this is something that if you're interested in adding this to your portal, you can contact us so we can associate you with a printer, so that this will be a selectable field for you. Just send us an email and we can add a printer to you to your portal. All right, so that's pretty much an extent of these fields. It's something new we added in the last update, and hopefully it's something you will be taking advantage of. All right, the next thing on our demo today is the new tasks and notes tool. So I'm going to go into an ad real quick here so we can take a look at how that works. So I'm going to look at this ad right here. So for those who used the notes tool in the past, you may remember that there was a field over on the right hand side when you clicked on the notes tab on the bottom, where you clicked add, and a little window would pop up sort of in the center of the ad, and you could then move that to the place you want to highlight and leave a note. Well, that has changed now in their last update. Now you can click on this new tool here in this toolbar and draw directly on the screen where you want to highlight and add a note. And as you see, it will pop up on the right hand side where you can now then add your note. And of course, hovering over it will highlight it on the screen. And of course, you can remove it as you need to as well. So no longer is the add button in the right-hand side, is now in the toolbar. That's the fourth button here. So that is a nice new feature for the notes. Okay, we're going to move on to the next topic, which is control over the ad sizes on reservations. So we had some customers that didn't want their advertisers to change the ad size on the reservation that was created for them, and that can be set now to sort of force them to only upload to that size, that you won't be able to change that. And that can be done by checking this box right here, which is do not allow advertisers to change ad size on ad reservation. Some of you may have seen this in the past before, where we also have a do not allow advertisers to change issue on ad reservation, but now we also have the ability to not allow them to change the ad size on the reservation. So you just check that, and then there will be a they won't be able to change that ad size for that reservation that they were uploading to. All right. This also works well in conjunction with the advertiser can only send through existing materials requests. So if you want to sort of control what ad size they are uploading, turn that on, and as well as not allowing them to change this will, sort of force them to upload to the ad size that was agreed upon. All right. This will be sort of a kind of short webinar today. The last thing we have on the agenda for today is adding some information on pre-flights. We had some customers that asked us about this too, where they sort of felt like some of the warnings maybe were a little unclear, or maybe a little scary sounding, or something. So we're going to take a look at an ad here that I have that I got an error on earlier today. So this has two warnings that we can control here. So first of all, it does have a low resolution image, and it gives this sort of standard information about that. There is some more information available that they can click on and get some more information on how to correct this problem. But if you want to, for example, in this case, provide them with some more information beyond what is already on the portal, you have the option to do that. So we're going to take a look at that first. So I'm going to close this. So let's say you want to add a message to this additional information. You would then go to the dashboard, and you go to the FAQs. Now here you can add your own FAQs. Now you can take a look at that real quick. So we're going to go ahead and add a new FAQ. So what's nice about adding the FAQs is that you can tie the FAQ to a pre-flight item type. So in this case, I'm going to re-upload this ad so you can see how this works. But in this case, we want to add this FAQ to the low image resolution item type. So for example, we can I'm just going to just put some information in here, just something quick for so you can see it on the next pre-flight. So that's add that there. We can put that in the for print ads and save that. You can also put it in the general FAQ, which will just show up in a different tab behind here for print ads. Save. Now the second thing we were seeing in that ad was this text at the top here, where it says this ad has serious errors, and it's in red, and it's this may be something that you want to change a little bit, maybe give a little bit more information, or change the verbiage to better communicate to your advertiser, or what they are, what the Preflight has come up, have found, and what they should do. So to change this type right here, this text here, you can go to the company profile and to the templates. Now, if you go down here to the general site templates, there is a ad has serious errors text. Now this error will come up anytime you have a pre-flight rejection. So if there is anything that the ad is being rejected because it found, for example, in this case, low resolution, or let's say RGB, or anything that you want to have go back to the customer and they need to correct their ad on their end and re-upload. That's when they will get this message saying this ad has serious errors. So just for the demo purposes, I'm just going to add the word demo in here so we can see that that will show up on the pre-flight warning. I'm going to save and close that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and upload a new ad now. All right, let's give it a second for this to upload. So it's just checking this file now, and it should return a pre-flight warning in a second. Okay, so now we see that the correction I made to the change I made to the message at the top here, the ad has serious errors template. You can see the word demo, which I added to that message, and then we can also see that it has that's still a low resolution warning. And when I click on this, it will show me the text that I added in for that FAQ. Now, of course, you can. This is just for demo purposes. It's just something short and simple for you. Visual representation of that, but of course you can add a longer explanation to that message. You can also include a HTML link to a website with possibly even more information and instructions on how to correct the issue that the pre-flight caught. So again, this message can be adjusted in the templates under general site text templates. There are several other templates that you can add information to as well, such as add approval text. If there is some legal jargon you want to use, of course you can add that in here. There's also a bad trim text if you want to give some more information on repositioning the ad, or telling the customer that the ad is incorrect trim size. You can add that here as well. And just some general ad has warnings and so forth. And these are customizable, so you can change their the size and color and so forth. And there are some dynamic info that can be added to the warning, such as publisher name in this case and file type. There's also just a generic your approval is required message. Of course, it has its own dynamic variables as well, and several different templates here that can be used for conveying some information that you may need to provide to your advertisers. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask them. That pretty much concludes the demonstration for today. Again, fertilizing adding a FAQ to or more information to a pre-flight item can be done here under the dashboard and under FAQs. You just click the add button and enter your information there. Okay, if there are no questions, I want to thank you for your time today, and hopefully we gave you some information on some new features, as well as some information on some things that I've seen come up in the past where they want to control some of the messages that are coming across to their advertisers. All right, thank you very much. You have a good day.